Hey, we ain't got touch, he gon' ride. He my slime, he my slime. Young gun on my prime. Hey, so I think I ain't telling you.
Puerto Rico was affected by severe floods twice during the year of 1985. First, during May 15th through the 19th of 1985, a low-pressure system that moved from the north resulted in as much as 25 inches of precipitation over the south-central region of Puerto Rico and up to 14 inches over the eastern basins of the island. The second flood event occurred during October 6th through the 7th, 1985, a nearly stationary tropical depression preceded by several days of rainfall resulted in record precipitation and floods along the south central and eastern part of Puerto Rico. Precipitation totals were as high as 23 inches in just a 24-hour span. The rain and floods of October 6th to the 7th in 1985 resulted in landslides throughout the affected areas. The worst landslide occurred at Barrio Mamais, near the city of Ponce. The weather patterns or hydrologic features that caused the flooding in both May and October in Puerto Rico in 1985 was precipitation. In May, as much as 25 inches of rainfall produced significant flooding along the north and north-central basins. In October, a nearly stationary tropical depression affected Puerto Rico, resulting in as much as 23 inches of rainfall in a 24-hour period, also resulting in severe floods, but along the south-central coastal area of the island. Flooding is frequent in this region, affecting the whole island of Puerto Rico. If the island receives a large amount of rainfall in a short period of time, flash flooding is a common result. Flooding of this degree and this severity is not too common in Puerto Rico, but there is a history and therefore it should be made aware by residents of the island. The 1985 floods in Puerto Rico resulted in landslides, including the single deadliest landslide on record in North America. This landslide, known as the Mamais landslide, occurred on October 7th as a slab of calcareous sandstone detached from the side of a hill and slid into a downhill community. As a result, over 90 homes were destroyed and 130 people were killed. This extremely destructive and impactful landslide was a subset of a larger event, the flooding in Puerto Rico, as a result of the tropical depression that dumped 23 inches of rain on the island in 24 hours. There were also approximately 40 additional fatalities directly and indirectly related to the flash flooding. As a result of both the flooding in May of 1985 and the flooding in October of 1985, there was an estimated property loss of $162 million. In just the floods of October, 3,000 homes were damaged. 4,400 people were temporarily displaced into 44 shelters. As a result of the flooding in 1985 and the few other severe floods of this region in previous years, weather.gov has created a whole webpage designated to help, and I quote, "you learn what types of flooding are typical in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands and how to protect yourself." In general, the flooding of 1985 in Puerto Rico has helped raise the awareness for such natural disasters in that area. There is not much we can do to prevent flooding when a tropical depression is nearly stationary over an island for 24 hours, but the people of Puerto Rico have since learned what they can do to help prevent the loss of life they experienced as a result of this weather in 1985.
Run that back, turbo.
Playmakers.
Okay, out of my wrist, counted and spin it. Mad at the coupe, mine with no tenant. Chop out the top, hit it the limits. I got some cash, I wanna spend it. New paper tag, didn't wanna rent it. Too many